Next mission, please. Mission 19. Enter the corrupted world. Whoop-de-doo. Open the gate to the underworld. I thought I already did that. I thought I was gonna do that. But I didn't. I gotta get the second key, because apparently there's 2 keys. There's 2 keys. Whoop-de-doo. There is key number 2. Can't wait to finish this game. Can't wait to finish this game. Get it over with. I mean, look, I've had fun with this game, but it's also been really annoying. It's also just been really annoying. Like, there are some great moments in it. I'm not... You know, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. But, God, has there been some really just frustrating moments. Not because it's difficult, but just because it's been laggy and awful. There's just been some weird choices, like the underwater segments. The elixir is responding strongly to the other painting. Great. I guess it's Red Boy's turn. Can't even get in it. Still can't get in it. Nope, still can't get in it. There we go. No, I didn't mean to touch that. But you know, I will... What the frick? I will cut this game some slack. I mean... Oh, the door's gone. I mean, this is the first Devil May Cry game. You know, so of course it's gonna have some weird moments in it, because first games are always kind of weird and janky. But they have their charm. Like, this one has its charm. I like it, still. I wouldn't consider it, like, one of my top 10 favorite games, but it's definitely not down there with the trash. Okay, what's this? The mirror is responding to the elixir, and its reflection is growing eerier. What is it? Another boss? No, it's a door. Okay, cool. Oh god, this is gonna make me sick. This is gonna make me sick. Why? It's like the underwater segment, but without it being in first person. Oh, please, just tell me when I open this door it'll be over. No, it's not! God! Oh my god, and it's lagging. And it's lagging. Oh, god, it's just... This is the worst thing ever! It would probably be okay, just okay, not good, but okay, if it weren't the HD collection, because this is freaking laggy as frick, and it's so disorienting. I don't like it. Philosopher's Stone, it is the key to unlocking the gate of the underworld. Great. Good. I'm gonna get motion sickness, but that's okay. What the frick is that? You know, another good thing about this game are the designs of the enemies. They are definitely freaking weird. Look at that mess! This is the scariest thing I've seen so far. Holy frick. What is it doing? It put a face on. Okay, you were actually scarier before, but thank you for doing that. Thank you. I'm glad you recognized that you were hideous. Oh god, what are you doing now? The frick is it doing now? Why is it... Okay, that was just weird. I don't understand. Oh, it's because there's a big one now, right? Is that one bigger than the others? I don't know. Okay, what? Did it just poop out an egg? No, it's an eyeball. It pooped out an eyeball. I'm gonna guess I'm not supposed to touch those. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it. I'm trying to use my guns, but I keep forgetting what buttons they are. Nope. No, we ain't playing basketball. Oh my god, why? Oh my god, this game just loves to beat me up. Ow, why? Why? I'm using this, I don't care. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna pause because I pressed escape, but no, escape is not the pause thing. I should know that by now. No, don't you touch me with that eyeball. Ow. These things are freaking weird. I like him though. You know, I like them. Oh good, it's dead. Ow, it exploded when it died. What the frick? Okay, it's lagging. Oh god, it's real bad now. It's real bad. 20 frames, 20 frames. Oh god, get me out, I can't jump. That was a super late jump. Alright, okay. Oh my god, it's still exploding, stop! Ow, ow! Don't let this little one kill me. Jeez, that would be embarrassing. God. Give me the second key, please. Can I have the second key? Give me the second key? You gonna give me the second key? Okay, you're just gonna keep exploding. Oh, thank you. You gave me some health. Yeah, go away, hand. I didn't even know you were there. Alright, where's this door? Is this a sundial? I will say, I really like the atmosphere right now. I really like that sky. I like the camera angles they're going for. God, I hate the frickin' lag and the warping. The distoriation of the picture is not good. It's like I'm in a funhouse. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it when I was underwater. I don't like it above the water. Why they put it in, I'll never know. Maybe for a cutscene it would have been cool, but not for a whole section of the game. I want that blue orb. How do I get it? I don't even want to try and get it because it looks like pain. It looks like pain. Okay, where's this door? I know I went down there and there was a door, but that's the door I came from. Would it be that door? It might be. I don't see any other doors. But if that's the case, then why'd I come out here? Okay, I am supposed to go in this hole then. I am supposed to go in this door, I guess. Okay, it's on the bed. Nightmare beta, a weapon formed in the underworld. That does not look like a weapon. That looks like a nothing. Its powers are unknown. Is that another gun? I'll take it. Gimme. Yes. Ooh! Ooh, I kinda like it. Hey, it looks like that thing from Devil May Cry 3. It does the same kind of things as Devil May Cry 3. You know, I forget what it's called. I forget what it was called. But it kinda looks similar to this, except I think it was like whiter. It had like purple on it. And it looked more like a laser gun. Am I done? What do I do? Please don't tell me they respawned. Oh, they did! Wait, I see the door. It's like right here. Nope, that was an optical illusion. Not a door at all. No. Get me out of here. This is actually HELL. Is this the door? No, that's not a door. Frick. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate it so much. I can't even get the stupid blue orb from here. Oh, they can come up here. I was hoping they couldn't. Oh, God. I don't understand. Oh, I'm down here again. I didn't mean to do that. Frickin' heck. Oh my God, it's stupid. It's stupid. I hate this. Why do they respawn? After you kill them, they should just be dead permanently. Why? Why? I can't even explore the area without worrying that I'm gonna go the wrong way and these a-holes are gonna come back. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. This is awful. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. I guess in here I get... I don't know. There's just a tiny room. I can't go anywhere. The door's still not here. What was the point of any of this? Am I done? I don't like this. There's still a thing here I want, and I can't get it. Okay, I'm just going by what the walkthrough says. It says to go through the mirror again. Step on the blue portal, which is a red portal. Return to the broken bridge. Jump across the bridge pieces. And do stuff or something. I don't freaking know. It says to jump across the bridge pieces to go back. Why would anyone ever think to do this? I can't even do it. I can't even do it. No, not that. Okay, this gun sucks for this. I'm freaking... This whole thing sucks. I guess I can't change guns like this. I mean, swords. I can only change guns like this. Okay, great, whatever. Give me these. Here's the best guns in the game. Why? Why are they the best guns in the game? Give me something different as well. I can't change my sword. Okay, whatever. Come on, come on. Show up, show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. There you are. Last one. Give me health, give me health, give me health, give me health. Yay, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, I said. Goodbye. Jeez. Okay. And it says, let's see. Here, the pool of blackness in the floor will react to the lister. Go stand in front. Nah, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're... Oh, here we are. Oh god, we're back here again. I bet the frickin' thing's gonna appear a third time. The Surge of Evil's reacting to the power elixir! It's starting to activate! Oh no! Yeah, I can't change my weapon. I can't change my weapon. Can't change my sword out. I'm stuck with it. Great. Great! Great! Good! Oh. Or I'll just go through there, you know, that's cool too. Oh god, where am I? What the frick? The evil darkness is whirling with its mouth open. This must be the gate of the underworld. Exciting. Shall I use the Philosopher's Stone? Yes, this is exciting. Put that thing in there. Okay, bye-bye, suckers! I did it! Oh, good. I thought that thing was gonna show up for the third time for sure. Oh, thank God it didn't. Thank God it didn't. Okay, I gotta see. I don't really care. I don't really care. I just want to get this game over with. Go on to Devil May Cry 2, which I heard is the worst game in the series, and I want to see why. Let's go! Next mission! Woo! It's the last one! Mission 20! Showdown with Nightmare. Okay, I read this walkthrough, and they call that blob thing Nightmare. Nightmare cannot be the final boss. There's no way. There can't be 20 missions in this game. There's got to be more than 20 missions. There's 23. Oh. Oh. So we aren't finishing the game today. Okay. It's a little disappointing. Well, I wanted to use if fruit still, but I fruit, E fruit, whatever. If they refer to that blobby thing as Nightmare, I really do not want to fight Nightmare again today. Just not feeling up to it. Not feeling up to fighting the same boss a third time, especially when I hate that boss. No, not feeling up to fighting another one that's even harder, and it's just gonna suck more. I'm not feeling up to it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling up to it. And you know what? That's another thing that reminds me of Devil May Cry 4, the repeated boss battles. This one does it a lot. Devil May Cry 4 did it a lot. Like, in here, you fight the same bosses 3 times each. You fight, like, Griffin 3 times. You fought the spider... Well, sort of fought the spider anyway. You fight it 3 times. Maybe even 4 times. I'm not really sure. because there's one version in the nightmare blob. I'm just gonna call it the blob. There's one in the blob of garbage. There's there's the real one that fights you. Well, you don't really fight it, but you're like introduced to it, and then you fight it. I mean, I don't know. Do you fight it 3 times? It feels like I fought it 3 times. It feels like I fought it a million times. Whatever, you fight the spider a couple times, you fight the griffin 3 times for sure, one being, actually you fight it like 4 times, if you include the one that's in the blob. You fight it on the ghost ship, you fight it in that arena where the Cyclopses were, and you fight it in the final place where you sacrifice it, you know, where you sacrifice it to the demon people or the gods. I don't know who you sacrifice it to, but you've sacrificed the bird to somebody. And Mundus shows up for the first time. So those are the 3 main times that you fight the griffin. Then there's the 4th time when you can fight it inside the blob. And then there's Virgil. You fight Virgil a ton of times, and he should really be the only reoccurring boss. He should really be the only reoccurring boss in this game. I mean, it's nice to have reoccurring bosses, but like, these are the only 3 bosses this game has so far, and I'm on mission 20, and that's just sad. They've had plenty of mini bosses, but not many bosses. Like, Virgil or Nilo Angelo, whatever you want to call the stupid thing. You fight him like 3 or 4 times as well. He's gonna be in this blob that we're about to fight, because Nightmare, I believe, is what they call the blob thing for some reason. I don't know why they call that thing Nightmare. I mean, it is a nightmare, but it also looks like trash. They should have just called it the trash monster. In Devil May Cry 4, you also repeat the same 3 bosses a billion times. Well, the same, like, 4 or 5 bosses. You repeat a lot of boss battles. There's more. Like, oh, and Nightmare. You know, I should also point out, you fight Nightmare multiple times. And it is itself another boss. So you can, it's like 2 bosses in one. So you can fight it, or you can fight the boss that's inside of it. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And then Devil May Cry 4 repeats it as if it were a great thing. And no, repeat boss battles are not a good thing. Like, yes, you can have a couple of repeat boss battles, but you shouldn't make the whole game just a bunch of repeat boss battles. Nobody wants to fight the same thing over and over and over again. That's what the lesser demons are for. But even the lesser demons, like, you introduce new lesser demons that are tougher, so there shouldn't be repeat anything, really. Like, story-wise, the only one that makes sense is Nilo Angelo. Hands down. He's like the one that makes the most sense. Maybe the Griffin can make some sense. The Spider, no, not really, and that's like the only bosses that have appeared so far. Oh, and Nightmare. Nightmare makes no sense at all. Why do I gotta fight this thing so many times? Wasn't the first time enough? Why do I gotta fight it again, and again, and again? And Devil May Cry 4 has the same problem, because you fight the same freaking bosses, but in Devil May Cry 4 it makes even less sense. Why? Why am I fighting them so many times? I get it. I fight them once, Dante finishes them off, for some stupid reason. But then they come back in the board game. Like, why? 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 They're dead! I already fought them twice! Why do I gotta fight them all over again for a 3rd time? It's stupid! It's dumb! It makes no sense either. It makes no sense. Like, these games, they literally feel like you are actually in HELL. Not in a good way. I know, it's shocking. There can be a good way to be in HELL. But in a bad way. Like, it feels like you're actually there suffering. Suffering alongside Dante. And that's not what it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to feel good when you play a game. You're supposed to feel accomplished when you fight a boss. But instead, I beat a boss and I'm like, well, I'm gonna see that again. I keep killing boss after boss. It's the same boss, and I see it again and again and again. It's like, why won't you ever die? Just die so I can get through with you and go on to the next thing. I don't understand. It's like they regressed after Devil May Cry 3. Like in Devil May Cry 3, yes, there is a section where there is a repeat boss battle. That's in Limbo. You can fight all of them over again to get a golden orb. You don't have to fight all of them over again. I think the least amount of bosses that you have to repeat is like 4. And I'll explain that later if I ever play Devil May Cry 3 on this channel. But there is one section in the Limbo area where you do have to repeat some boss battles. But it's only twice, you know? You only fight the same bosses twice, rather than 3 or 4 times. And there is one repeat boss battle, Virgil. There is Virgil, and there's also Jester, but Jester's only in the special edition, I think. And really, Jester is fun to fight because I want to beat him up. It's just fun to beat him up. He's not like Nightmare, where it's just stupid. Virgil makes sense that he's a repeat boss battle in that game because Virgil's like one of the main protagonists in that game. Well, sort of. He's also kind of like a hero, so... Did I say protagonist? I meant antagonist. He's also a protagonist. He's kind of both. There's only one boss that I hate in Devil May Cry 3. I'll let you guys guess what that is, and when we play it, if we ever get to play Devil May Cry 3 on this channel, you'll know exactly who it is, because I will complain the entire time when I fight it. But that is the only boss that I hate in Devil May Cry 3. Everything else I'm fine with, including the repeat boss battles in Limbo. I'm fine with that too. But the repeat boss battles in Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 4 are just annoying. They're just annoying. I don't like them. It's like, I already fought you. Why are you still alive? Why are you here? I mean, maybe it could work. Like in Devil May Cry 3, it does work when you go to Limbo and you have to fight them again. It works there. But it doesn't work if you make them fight over and over and over again. Like if it was 3 or 4 times, it wouldn't work. If you were forced to fight all the bosses again in Devil May Cry 3, all over again, instead of fighting them all over again gets you a gold orb or whatever, a yellow orb, whatever they're called. If they force you to fight all of them instead of forcing you to only pick a couple of the ones you want to fight, then yeah, it would be annoying. It would be terrible. In fact, Limbo was not entirely one of my favorite parts of Devil May Cry 3. But it wasn't a terrible part. I still went through it and I had fun. But here it's just suffering. I'm suffering. I told myself I would do 3 missions today. Mission 18, 19, and 20. I don't want to do 20. Knowing that there's 21, 22, and 23 still, and knowing that I have to fight Nightmare again, the stupid blob monster, I don't want to play again today. I don't. I would rather record something else. Something more worthwhile that I'm gonna have fun with. Because this isn't fun, this is a chore. And that's the problem with Devil May Cry 4 too, as well. It wasn't fun, it was a chore to fight those bosses several times over and over and over again. Especially when they didn't even get harder. That game was a lot easier than this one though. So at least it was quicker to go through. This game may be hard, but it's also very frustrating and annoying. It's not hard in a good way, in an accomplishing way. It is hard in an annoying way. If the lag wasn't there, it would be slightly better. In fact, be a lot better. But I still wouldn't put it above Devil May Cry 3. You know, I wouldn't put this game above Devil May Cry 3. And I'm not even sure where I would place it in terms of Devil May Cry 4. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would put it above Devil May Cry 4, because I don't really like Devil May Cry 4. I don't have many great memories with it. And Devil May Cry 4 is a copycat. And also, I don't like Nero. So, and also, you repeat the same missions. So, like, the first 10 missions are the same as the last 10 missions. It's stupid. It's dumb. Except for the first 10 missions, you're Nero, and the last 10 missions, you're Dante. And actually, it's not even 10 missions. It's like, the first 10, you're Nero, the last 8, you're Dante, and then the last 2, you're Nero again. Or something like that. I don't know, it's dumb. Whatever it is, it's dumb. This game at least has variety. It's at least not lazy. And I don't have to switch back and forth between two characters across 20 missions, 10 of which are uninspired, because they're just the same thing over again. So at least this game has that going for it. And you know what? Because of that, I will place it above Devil May Cry 4. But it's not a big jump from Devil May Cry 4. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Devil May Cry 4 is at the bottom right now. Devil May Cry 1, so far, I know I still have a couple missions to go through, 4 missions to go through still, but Devil May Cry 1 is a little bit past Devil May Cry 4. A little bit. Not tiny, not a tiny amount, because it's definitely a lot better, but it's not like super better, you know? It's a little better. It's a little better than Devil May Cry 4, which is depressing because Devil May Cry 4 is much newer, but whatever. And then Devil May Cry 3 is leagues ahead of both of them. Like, you could put the solar system in between Devil May Cry 4 and Devil May Cry 3, or Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 3, and that's how far ahead Devil May Cry 3 would be, away from Devil May Cry 4 and Devil May Cry 1. Devil May Cry 3 is the best game in the series so far, and I haven't had much reassuring news about Devil May Cry 2. I hear it's like the worst Devil May Cry game ever, so if that game is even worse than Devil May Cry 4 and Devil May Cry 1, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I mean, to be fair, Devil May Cry 1 and 4 can be fun. Like, especially this one. This one has had its fun moments. I have had fun. I have enjoyed it. These later missions have not been as fun, but it was fun. It was fun in some sections. And there were boss battles that are fun. Like, I like to fight the Griffin. The Griffin is a fun boss. Maybe not a fun boss to fight 3 or 4 times in a row, but it is a fun boss. And Nilo Angelo has got to be the best boss in this game so far that I fought over and over and over again. The spider was interesting. It didn't stay long, I guess, compared to the other bosses. Nightmare I hate. I hate Nightmare. It's better than... But I have had fun. I have had fun with this game. Devil May Cry 4 I had little to no fun. I had less fun. In Devil May Cry 4 I had less fun than I did with Devil May Cry 1. I'd say Devil May Cry 1 it's an okay game. It's decent. Devil May Cry 4 it's decent as well, but it's on the lower scale of decent. You know, like, Devil May Cry 1 is, like, bordering almost good. It's almost good. It's like, it's missing a couple of little sprinkles to make it good. For the time that it was released, at the time of its release, I bet it was good. It was a good game, a solid game. But going back to it, and seeing all of its flaws, because I don't have nostalgia for this game. I don't have nostalgia for Devil May Cry 3 too, don't worry. I played that game about 5 years ago. That was when I was 14. I'm 19 now, almost 20. I don't have nostalgia for it. I don't have nostalgia for anything from my high school years. I hated those years. But it's fallen into decent because... Well, first of all, this is the HD Collections Edition, and HD Collector's Edition, and it's been laggy as frick. I have to keep putting my computer's resolution at 800, at like super low. It's like 800 and something by 600 something, or 600 something by 800 something. I don't know. It's something like that. It's the lowest resolution my computer can go, just so I can run this as smoothly as possible. So the HD collection makes this game almost bad, but I'm ignoring the fact that this is the HD collection, so it's almost good, instead of being almost bad. Devil May Cry 4 is on the lesser end of decent. It's near the almost bad. Because it's almost bad. I don't care about the graphics. The storyline sucks, the gameplay sucks. The graphics are its saving grace, and that's just depressing. So it's almost bad. And if DMC2 is considered bad by most of the fan base, because most of the fan base seems to love Devil May Cry 1 and 4, then I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm worried about playing Devil May Cry 2. I'm worried I'm just gonna yell the whole time and complain the whole time, because it's bad. And if Devil May Cry 3 is the best game out of the whole bunch, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Devil May Cry 3 is the best, right? I mean, come on, anyone with eyes can see that Devil May Cry 3 is the best. Sure, it's kinda ugly. It's uglier than Devil May Cry 4. Because Devil May Cry 4 is, like, super beautiful. It's a very pretty game. I will admit, Devil May Cry 4 has pretty impressive graphics for the time that it was released. It's pretty nice to look at. But Devil May Cry 3 is just so much better, gameplay-wise, story-wise, comedy-wise. It's just so much better, and there's so many more weapons. There's styles, which is a new thing, apparently, because Devil May Cry 1 doesn't have it. I don't know if Devil May Cry 2 has it, because I haven't played that yet. Devil May Cry 3 had it for half the game, because only Dante had it, and Nero doesn't have it, for some stupid reason. It's just really dumb. It's just super dumb. Why do they keep regressing? It's like, they hit Devil May Cry 3, and the franchise was finally getting good. And then they immediately went back to Devil May Cry 1. It's like, why? Why'd they do that? Devil May Cry 3 had a lot of improvements. Why did they take all those improvements away, go to Devil May Cry 4, and take everything bad from Devil May Cry 1, put it in Devil May Cry 4, and make them worse? Why? Why did they do that? Oh, it irritates me, and this is a conversation for another video, I know. But holy frick, it's just irritating, and I had to rant about it. I just had to. I can't keep it to myself any longer. I had to rant about it. It's just, it makes me worry for Devil May Cry 5, and it makes me worry for Devil May Cry 2, which I'm gonna play after this game. Which should be pretty soon, considering there's only 4 more missions left. And again, who knows? These last 4 missions might be HELL. Literally. Literally and figuratively. I don't want to see this franchise fail, because I really did like Devil May Cry 3. I thought the franchise had potential. And you know, I do like the story of this game. Of this one in particular. Devil May Cry 1. I really like it. I think it's kind of weird that they chose it for the first game of their franchise, but I like it. I think it's very interesting. It's sad. It's dark. It's Devil May Cry. It's a good story. Way better than Devil May Cry 4's story, I'll give you that much. But a good story is not all a game needs. It also needs... A good game needs a good story, it needs good gameplay, it needs... You know, it needs to not look like a turd, but it doesn't need to look super pretty to be a good game. It just needs to look decent, you know, it needs to know its style, it needs to have a good style, basically. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Graphics, they matter, but they don't super matter. They don't all have to be ultra super realistic. Like, take Pokemon, for example. Pokemon, it's been a pixelated game for a very long time, until about Generation 6, which wasn't too long ago. It was a few years ago, but still, like, compared to other games, like Digimon, for example, has gone 3D several times. Pokemon stayed with pixels for the main games. My point is that as long as the game knows what it's doing with its style, it's got good graphics. For the time, Devil May Cry 1 probably looked good. For the time, Devil May Cry 3 probably looked good. Now they kinda don't look that great, but they're still fun to play. They still have good stories. The problem with this game is its camera angles, its lag, its repeated bosses, its underwater segments. I'll leave the platforming out since there's so little platforming. But the platforming's not that great. It's confusing as well. It's confusing. Devil May Cry 3 was a little confusing as well. I think Devil May Cry 4 was a bit less confusing than both of those games. It was a little more straightforward. But all in all, this game, it's made me realize why Devil May Cry 4 was the way it was. It's almost like they made Devil May Cry 4 just for the sake of nostalgia, to bring back older players. It feels like that. But instead of making something good with an older style or with some older gameplay or whatever, instead they made something horrible. They took all the bad parts of this game. I just don't understand. They had Devil May Cry 3 right there at the palm of their hands. Why'd they choose to go backwards? It just doesn't make any sense. Did Devil May Cry 3 sell badly or something? I don't understand. But that's enough. That's enough. I know I talked for forever. This has been a long enough rant. I got a headache. I'm not doing Mission 20 today. Screw it. I am gonna play something else. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna eat breakfast. And then I'll think of what to do. But for now, that's all for this time. These last 4 missions better be great. They better be freaking amazing. Because otherwise, I'm gonna keep my score of almost good. That's its score right now. It's almost good. Slightly above... Well, okay, not slightly. A little bit above Devil May Cry 4. Not leagues ahead of it, but a little better. It's decent so far. If these last 4 missions are not super amazing, I might change my score to make it even lower. These last 4 missions better be freaking amazing. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next mission. Bye.